What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD. Welcome back to another Showdown Live. Today we are still in the OU tier and we are featuring a Mega Absol team given to me by my friend Berkley. It's a really fun team that he actually built himself, so I will be sure to link his channel in the description. Make sure you go check him out. We are bringing a naive Mega Absol, Sucker Punch knockoff, Superpower, and Fire Blast, max attack, 32 in special attack, 224 speed with a positive nature. Sucker Punch for the priority, knockoff, take advantage of the stab. Superpower to take care of any sort of steel types that we do see, as well as the Fire Blast as well, should we want to go for that on something like a Ferrothorn or on something like a Scissor as well. Next up, we do have the Tentacruel here. The one thing I did change with this Tentacruel is that I found a lot of people trying to set up Leech Seeds on the Switch, and this was originally a clear body Tentacruel. I switched to Liquid Ooze, so that way it does help us out in that aspect. Scald, Acid Spray, Rapid Spin, and Toxic Spikes. I'm a huge fan of Acid Spray because it essentially forces the switch. Rapid Spin to remove hazards. Toxic Spikes are actually one of my favorite things to use. Max HP, damn near max defense, 28 in special defense, 16 speed with a timid nature. Next up, we do have Big Don the Hippowdon here. We have the leftover Sandstream ability, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Slack Off, and Stone Edge, 252 HP, 144 positive defense, Impish nature, 112 in special defense. This thing can pretty much soak up hits on either side, provided it is not like a choice spec super effective move. Next up, we've got Trixie the Sylveon here, max HP, 222 positive defense, 8 special attack with a bold nature, Hyper Voice, Wish, Protect, and Heal Bell. Wish is good for healing up our next Pokemon, as well as getting some extra recovery up on Big Don. Big Don does have the leftovers and Slack Off. It's also a good thing, you know, we can pass over to Mega Absol. Too Much Hentai here does have the Black Sludge, but it is also good to pass Wishes because we can soak up almost any hit and then pass a Wish off into preferably AC/DC, our Choice Scarf, Thunderous Therian, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, and Hidden Power Ice. 252 special attack, 4 special defense, and 252 speed with a timid nature. 145 special attack is absolutely destructive, and we are able to take really good advantage of that. We do have the Volt Absorb ability, which is really good. Gives us 2 electric immunities on the team. And last up but not least, we have Kawaii Desu, the Choice Band Victini, V-Create, Zen Headbutt, U-Turn, and Bolt Strike. Jolly Nature, 252 attack, 4 special defense, 252 speed. Pretty much a very standard set here. Nothing really comfortably switches in to a Choice Banded V-Create. And I've been having a lot of fun with this team, so I'm hoping we're going to be able to walk away with some W's here. And we are automatically up against the shiny person right here. So looking at his team, I don't really see much he does want to lead with. He's got a very weird team. He's got nothing to take a Choice Scarf Volt Switch. I'm going to lead off with Thunderous Therian here. Leads off with Machamp. I'm going to go on ahead and just click Volt Switch, really. I don't see much he can do to me in this regards, and I can just switch out into Sylveon here, really. Sylveon can pretty much take any hit from this thing. We can Wish Pass. If he goes for a Bullet Punch, we can Protect. Leftovers kind of soak up that Bullet Punch damage if he does want to go for that. I'm really interested to see what time... Oh, let me start the timer on this guy. Alright, 30%, so I'm assuming he's not AB. I have no reason not to just switch into Sylveon right here. Goes for the Ice Punch. Critical hit, 34%. We are living. I am going to go on ahead and toss up a Wish really quickly. If he wants to go for a Bullet Punch, if he wants to go for a Protect, that's fine. We're taking either hit. And we can just wish up the damage, and if it does if Bullet Punch is a 2-hit KO from this range, which I highly doubt, but if it is, we can always get that damage up and go on to something like Hippowdon to soak up the rest of these hits that the Machamp wants to do. Knocks off my leftovers, no big deal, so we are able to set up the Wish here. I have no reason not to just click Hyper Voice on his team. The only thing that's coming in for that is the Charizard before it Mega Evolves. I'm assuming it's a Charizard X and Togekiss, but we are going to be able to just drop this Machamp. Which is good news for us. We get the Wish damage, or we get the Wish back. I'm assuming you have Poison Jab of some sort, so I have no reason not to go into Big Don. Get the stand-up, get the recurring damage off on the hack switch. You can Dragon Dance on me all you want. I can just go for Earthquake. We can just start getting chip damage off. He goes for his own Earthquake, that's fine. That's very negligible damage that I can just slack off. Actually, looking at it, 44%. My Earthquake did 33%. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and click Slack Off here. I'm just going to get it back. Because he could try to go for Outrage, or he could go for a stab move just to benefit himself, just to get a bit more damage off. So Slack Off is the play here to make, just to kind of scout what other coverage moves he does have. Like the Outrage right there. Okay. So now he's locked himself into Outrage. That gives us a very free switch in into Sylveon. And I can just set up a Wish for the recovery. He's locked into Outrage. If it's a 3-turn Outrage, hopefully it looks like it's a 3-turn Outrage. Cool, cool, cool. So I'm going to be able to just click Hyper Voice here. Not a 3-turn Outrage. He didn't get confused by Outrage. That's actually very confusing. Okay. Huh. Alright, so you're at 145. I'm still faster than you. I'm clicking HP Ice. I'm still faster than you no matter what. Alright. So now what comes into this? That's very confusing. I'm actually... Does Mold Breaker mean you don't get confused by Outrage anymore? Is that what that means? Togekiss is not a switch. Goodra, I mean, eats the hits, kind of, but without Sylveon, that's kind of detrimental to our team. I'm going to go into too much Hentai here, and I'm going to start putting some Acid Sprays on this thing. We're going to be able to eat up these hits. Black Sludge definitely helps. And I actually want to... Do I want to put up Toxic Spikes? I do want to put up Toxic Spikes. Thunderbolt, 38%. He gets the Paralysis. Are you kidding me? Alright, I need to go for Acid Spray. I need to get this thing special defense down so that way I can come in with Thundurus and hopefully do some work. As odd as this team was, maybe I just don't know how to play. Maybe I just don't know how to play Pokemon. But as odd as this team was, it's actually doing a decent amount of damage. I'm actually really confused why Outrage didn't confuse. I'm very confused by that. Thunderbolt, we're gonna get the... Oh, he's gonna get the full Paralysis. That's so annoying. Alright, I think he's gonna go for... I'm just gonna switch into Thundurus, get a free switch in. He actually goes for Dragon Pulse, I guess predicting the switch. I tried. So I guess I'll get more chip damage off. I'll go into Tentacruel, sack it off, just come in with Victini and click V-Create. Because I don't see him... nothing on his team's taking a V-Create at this point. Nothing on his team is taking a V-Create. Mega Absol is another thing with knockoff. I can knock off what I assume is the Assault Vest at this point. By the way, today's jams, if you did not watch the last Showdown live, I was talking about how I do listen to music while I record these because it does help me kind of concentrate. And today's music of choice is actually all-time low. So, that would have been a perfect time to switch into Thundurus to, like, nerf up that damage. Oh, well. I want to keep Mega Absol around for what I assume is Charizard X. I'm just going to go into Kawaii Desu here. You have a base 70 defense. You're probably AV. Even though you resist this... I'm going for Choice Banded V-Create. I was about to say, it was a crit. That was very unnecessary damage, but... Very unnecessary damage, but it is what it is. Now, I would love for the Umbreon to come in. Togekiss, actually. So, Togekiss comes in. I'm just going to go into Thundurus here. Goes to Thunderwave. We get that Volt Absorb off. Yes, nothing's coming into a Thunderbolt now either. So we can just go for these. Just start firing off some Choice Scarf Thunderbolts. We should be able to. There's a great switch in. So we are able to get a bit more HP off on AC/DC. Nothing's coming in for a Thunderbolt except that Umbreon. And depending on his build, he had a very specially defensive Goodra. I'm assuming it's going to be like a physically defensive set with the Umbreon. So hopefully it is a 2 to 3 hit KO on the Umbreon, which I imagine it's a 2 to hit 3 KO on anything, because base 145 special attack is absolutely disgusting. See, look, Togekiss, goodbye. Umbreon comes out, and because it wasn't a... Oh, look at that, he disconnected. He disconnected because we one-shotted the Togekiss. So, I'm going to go on ahead and search for another battle, because I'm going to assume Nigamoto here is gone. Alright, so he's got Sableye, Breloom, Azu, Haxorus, Jolteon, and Heracross. Let's see, I want to double check. I just want to double check and make sure he does not come back. So, I can lead with... I can lead with Thundurus. That's fine by me. So, Nigamoto is gone. Leads with Azu, actually. Cool. Now, do I go for a Focus Blast predicting the Volt Absorb Jolteon to come in? That might be over-predicting, but I'm going to go for Focus Blast. There's no way he's staying in. There's no way he's staying in. And if he does, we're getting Belly Drum Swept. Breloom comes in, actually, to hold this Focus Blast. If I can connect 2, that's going to be perfect. Looks like Nigamoto's gone. He goes for the Mach Punch. Connect the Focus Blast, please. AC/DC dropping the Breloom early on. That's awesome. I hate Breloom. I hate Breloom so much. We do win. We're back in the 1200s with that win against Nigamoto. Back up into the 1200s. Definitely a good thing. I'm going to try to get 3 to 4 good battles in. So I feel like that first battle was a good one. I feel like the way this one's starting off, this one's also a good one. Haxorus comes in. I'm going into Big Don just to set up the sand on what I assume is going to be the Dragon Dance incoming. Goes for a Rock Slide, so you're a Choice Scarf Haxorus. So I'm getting rocks up here for free. Or you knew. No. Would you be Choice Scarf? Would you be Choice Scarf? If you switch, you're Choice Scarfed. Because I'm set up fodder right now for your Dragon Dances. Unless you think I have Whirlwind, which I don't. EQ, 39%. With a crit. Okay, cool. Cool, that's not doing anything. I'm going to just click Earthquake. Goes for Outrage, 39%. This gives me a very free switch in into Sylveon. And I'm just clicking Hyper Voice with Sylveon. Because apparently Mold Breaker means you don't get confused anymore. Alright. I'm just clicking Hyper Voice. Nothing on his team. Sylveon actually has a really good matchup against his team. Because I'm max defense, I can... Oh my gosh, I'm taking whatever Azumarill wants to do to me right now with a Hyper Voice. Whatever you want to do. Aqua Tail. What? That did stupid damage. For max HP, with a Bold Nature Sylveon, that did really stupid damage. Jolteon comes in. I'm assuming you're going to go for a Shadow Ball. Part of me wants to go into... I'm just going to Protect. I'm assuming you're Choice in some fashion. Toxic. You're not Choice in some fashion. You are not Choice in some fashion. Okay, cool. I'm getting a huge Hyper Voice off on this Jolteon. It's going to do very good damage. Very good damage. I still want to scout to see what he does. So I'm going to go for a Protect. If he keeps firing off Thunderbolts, he goes for another Toxic here. I feel like he has to go for a Thunderbolt, so I'm going to switch into Thundurus. Goes for another Toxic again. Okay, that's fine by me. Hidden Power Ice I don't think is killing you from here, but there is always the switch into Sableye. Oh, please work. I'm going to click Hidden Power Ice. Goes into Sableye. Cool. So I didn't want to go for that Focus Blast. If I would have went for an Electric type move, that would have been really good as well. I'm assuming you're going to go for a Will-O-Wisp here, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch into Victini. Goes for a Confuse Ray. Prankster Confuse Ray. I'm clicking V-Create. We're Choice Banded. We're Max Attack. Jolly Nature. He goes for a Protect. That's fine. That's fine by me. I'm just going to click V-Create again, because nothing's switching into it. Nothing. Haxorus is low enough. Sableye's not taking it. You can go for Recover all you want. And of course I hurt myself in Confusion. I'm still just clicking V-Create. Nothing comes in. Nobody on this earth, and of course I keep landing the V-Create as soon as he goes for the Protect, but nothing ever switches into a Choice Band of V-Create. Nothing. Unless you are... I don't even know. I don't even know. What comes into a Choice Band of V-Create? Let me know in the comment section below. What switches into a Choice Band of V-Create? I'm very, very curious to know what you guys think about that. I'm very, very curious. Why would you try to... I don't know why you'd try to burn me, but okay. I'm a fire type. You had a better chance going for a Recover. What are you going to go for here? I'm just going to switch back into Thundurus if you're trying to Volt Switch on me because you're faster. Give me that HP. Give me that HP. I click Hidden Power Ice here no matter what. It'll kill the Haxorus, it'll kill the Jolteon, Heracross comes in, and whatever. I can switch back into Hippowdon there. We are going to be able to knock out the Jolteon. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Is that Mega Heracross, or is that Scarf Moxie Heracross? Because as of right now, we are holding the momentum very, very good. Very well, very well, very good. Very well. We're carrying this momentum on our back. I'm still Choice Scarf, bud. I am still Choice Scarfed. So Haxorus goes down. Now, do you think Mega Heracross or Scarf Heracross has the potential to sweep my team? Is the question, because the play here to make is to switch into Max HP, Max Defense Tentacruel and take the Mega Horn. And I believe, I want to say, like, I'm faster than you. I'm just going to go for a Scald. I can take whatever hit, unless you carry Earthquake. You do not. I'm faster. Do I snag the burn? I don't snag the burn. You do carry the Earthquake, which is unfortunate. But I come into Victini here, and I just click Zen Headbutt. I click Zen Headbutt. I've got a less chance to miss the Zen Headbutt, and if I miss the Zen Headbutt, that's very, very unfortunate. But Victini comes in, clicks Zen Headbutt. That's going to be the game. That is going to be the game, so I'm going to go on ahead and search for another battle. We are slowly climbing back up. We're at 1225. I want to hopefully end up above 1250. Mega Sceptile, Mantine, Aggron, Darmanitan, Dragonite, and Jolteon. So, Aggron's a very good lead for him. Darmanitan's a very good lead for him. I feel like Big Don's my best play here. Sceptile, he actually leads off the Sceptile, predicting Big Don to come out. So, my play to make here is to switch into your base 120. What do I switch into? What do I switch into? You're going to go for a Giga Drain or a Leaf Storm? I'm going to switch into Tentacruel here. It's a neutral hit if he decides to go for a Leaf Storm. If he goes for Giga Drain, he is going to lose to the Liquid Ooze ability right there. He has nothing that gets away Toxic Spikes, so I'm just going to go for a Layer right here. He can go for a Leaf Storm, potentially knock me out, but the Toxic Spikes are going to be good against his team. Goes into Mantine, completely fine by me. Now the play to make here... What would you go for? You're a Water Absorb Mantine, so I can just go for Acid Spray. Pretty much 4 switches at this point. Scald's fine, we're living those. Black Sludge is good. Does he have leftovers? He does have leftovers on the Mantine. So I can just keep going for the gosh darn... Okay. So you go into Aggron, because now I have the potential to go for a Scald and burn you, because you're not Mega, but your weakness policy Aggron. And you go for a Rock Polish. Are you serious right now? Rock Polish Aggron. Alright, so you are at base 100 speed. I can go into... Your special defense is not that good. I don't know if a Thunderbolt would kill you from this range with Thunderous Therian. Big Don, I feel like, is the play to make here. I can click Earthquake. Either way, he switches in. I'm not losing any momentum whatsoever. Earthquake's going to kill the Aggron good, because that thing was a huge problem. At least in my opinion. Sceptile comes out, gets poisoned. I don't have a switch into this thing anymore, unfortunately. Nothing really is a switch into Mega Sceptile. I'm just going to kick Slack off. Yeah, I wasn't living that. So, you're at 145 speed. Either way, I'm just clicking Hidden Power Ice right here. That's why you don't have quad weaknesses. That's why you don't have quad weaknesses on a team. It's very easy to take advantage of with the hidden powers. The question is, what comes in here? If he brings in Mantine, I can stay in freely. If he brings in Dragonite, I stay in freely. Brings in Dragonite, I stay in freely. Go for Hidden Power Ice. I feel like I'm living at +1 E-Speed. Maybe not. I'm still clicking Hidden Power Ice because I'm Scarfed. Why would you stay in? At this point, I'm Scarfed. Like, you have to understand that. I'm gonna go into Trixie here. Goes to the Toxic. Great play. Great play. However, I do just click Heal Bell here. I'm just gonna click Heal Bell. I'm gonna get that Toxic off. That's fine. Darmanitan's the only thing that really wants to 1v1 me. Unless Mantine gets Roost, which I don't think it does. Darmanitan's the only thing that wants to come in. Because nothing has a Flare Blitz. Alright, cool. Cool. So he's going to get back up to full. I feel like I'm going to get back up to full too. There's a sneeze coming on the likes of which you guys are not prepared for. Hyper Voice is doing a clean 35% each time. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Toxic me all you want, bud. Toxic me all you want. You're not staying in on these Hyper Voices. Because now, when you go for a Protect to get... Oh, you're going to go for Air Slash. Okay. Heal Bell. Heal Bell works just as fine. So now I can just get off another 2 clean Hyper Voices off on this Mantine, and that should be the game. Because I can come in with... I'm going to actually toss up a Wish right now, just to keep Sylveon in good health. Because one more Hyper Voice and this thing is gone. One more Hyper Voice and this thing is gone. Goza actually switches into the Darmanitan. That's fine by me, actually, because we are max defense. We should be able to take one hit from this thing and go for a Hyper Voice. I'm actually going to Protect here just to get the chip damage off and be cheeky. Want that extra poison damage. So now, hopefully, I'm going to go for a Hyper Voice here. We are living that. And after the recoil damage Hyper Voice, we should have actually tossed up a Wish. Hindsight's 2020. I should have tossed up a Wish up against that Darmanitan. He goes for the Jolteon. I'm assuming you're not Quick Feet. I'm going to Protect. While you go for a Shadow Ball because you are choice in some fashion, and that is what you have to go for. Nothing wants to come in on that. I'm going to hopefully... I can go for the double Protect here. Hope it works. It does not work, unfortunately. He goes for another Shadow Ball, so he is choiced. I go into my teen years here. I think I just finished this thing off with a... I'm just going for knockoff. Cool. Mantine comes in. I go for the knockoff. This thing's gone. I am hoping Jolteon is choiced into going for Thunderbolt at this point, but it doesn't matter because my teen years is a monster, and we're going to be able to get off a tremendous Sucker Punch. We're going to go for one more battle because these have been really fun. I've been really liking this team. I hope you guys have been too. I just saw this exact team in a live last night. I was watching... Who was I watching? I was watching John. I was watching my buddy Pokemon. And he went up against this exact team. Weavile was what he led with last night. So... I'm leading with Thundurus. Garchomp. Okay, cool. I click Hidden Power Ice on this Garchomp. Goes for Stealth Rock. That's absolutely fine. I click Hidden Power Ice one more time. If he wants to keep this thing around, absolutely okay. If not, he switches out into Weavile. Are you going to Pursuit Trap me? I'm going to switch into Tentacruel here. Icicle Crash. We livin'. We livin'. Alright, so Weavile has nothing really to touch me. I'm just going to Rapid Spin these rocks away because I don't want Victini to have to take care of any of this damage. I don't want Victini taking any of that damage. And now I kind of want to put up... I was about to say, if I lived that Ice Shard, I was really hoping to go for some Toxic Spikes. Now the question is, you're 125. Do you have Ice Shard, Knockoff, Icicle Crash, and what I assume to be Low Kick? So you don't really touch Trixie, but then again, he can bring Magnezone in for free. I can go into Hippowdon here. I can get the Sand up. And hopefully slack off some damage. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of try to stall this Weavile out. I'm just going to click Slack off here. Because now that Tentacruel's gone, I kind of got to play it safe. Goes into his Garchomp. That's fine by me. I'm clicking Stealth Rock because he has a Mega Beedrill. And then I'm going to click Earthquake. He goes for Toxic. Great play, great play. I completely forgot this is Toxic Bulk Chomp. I do have Heal Bell on the Sylveon, though, which is definitely good. Azumarill comes in. I'm clicking Earthquake. I was about to say, I'm clicking Earthquake because I know I'm going to live that. I'm going to be able to get some damage off on this Azumarill. Unfortunately, though, Big Don does go down here. I don't... I've got other things for Magnezone. So now, are you... That wasn't banded damage. I feel like banded damage would have done a lot more. So I don't want to go into Thundurus right now. I can... I can go into Trixie here. I can just toss up a Wish against the Waterfall. Maybe you are banded. So I'm going to click Hyper Voice here. Hopefully... Oh, not knocking this thing out. Not knocking this thing out. So, unfortunately, Waterfall is not a 2-hit KO from this point. Cool, so I can toss up another Wish, and I can go for a Hyper Voice here. And we're going to be able to get back up to full HP. Definitely a good thing, because Azumarill's like a huge threat. I hate Azumarill. Azumarill probably is one of the things stopping Victini, because if he comes in... Now, you're going to go for a... What are you going to go for? What are you going to go for? I feel like I'm living a Poison Jab because I'm max HP, max defense, but you are adaptability because you're Mega Beedrill, so... 145, you have no switch into a Volt Switch anymore. You have no switch into a Thunderbolt, really, except for Lottie. But I'm just going to click Volt Switch here. Hopefully... Oh, you're not going down. That's unfortunate. What do I let go here? Now... Victini, nothing switches into Victini. I gotta let Victini go. I gotta let Victini go. I was about to say, unless you're some weird spread, I'm assuming you're Jolly. Now, do you think I'm Scarfed? If you think I'm Scarfed, I'm... No, because Victini's still dying. There we go, I was about to say. So we do get to see what he wants to go into now. It's good information for us. Goes out into Latios. Now we could... Okay. Let's see how we play this here. I'm just clicking Sucker Punch. I'm Mega Evolving and going for Sucker Punch. Cool, we're able to take out a Latios. Unfortunately, Mega Beedrill doesn't get to come back in anymore. Cool, so we still have this. We're still in. We're still in this. We are still in this. I'm clicking Sucker Punch. No matter... Yes, we are still in this. Holy crap. So we did make the great play. He forfeits! He forfeits. What does that lead us up with on the ladder at the end of this live? Oh my gosh, that was crazy. I did not think I was pulling away with that. 1273 is what we end off with. So I'm going to end this live right here. There will be a part 2, as always, with this team. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like on that video, as well as check out Berkley's channel. Like I said, shout out to Berk for the team here. All that being said, my name is Crimson CBAD, and I will talk to you all soon. Later.